Now, it's pretty normal to be on a diet and sometimes cheat on it. We all do it, and that's okay. But unfortunately, there are some people who cheat on their diet and they keep on cheating, and then years go by and it's too late to revert back and they end up with serious health issues. But realistically, it doesn't mean that they can't get back on track. And that was the purpose of creating a reality television show, My 600 Pound Life. The show focuses on obese people and follows them for a year to track their weight loss transformation under the care of Dr. Now. Each episode tells the story of an obese individual, and in some cases, many are restricted to having to always be home, and others are restricted to having to always be in bed. In most situations, the individuals rely on care from other people just to live day to day. Some people decide to make the decision to undergo gastric bypass surgery to save their life and get back on a good track. My 600 Pound Life will document the life before and after, showing many scenes on television that aren't always pleasing. So in today's video, we're going to cover a few times My 600 Pound Life went too far. But before we get into that, make sure to like the video, and if you enjoy My 600 Pound Life, and also subscribe to the channel for future content just like this. Next story we're going to cover is Tracy Matthews, a 44-year-old grandmother from the state of Ohio. She carried a good amount of weight in her legs that ended up catching swelling from lymphedema. Lymphedema is a condition where the person's body parts become increasingly swollen and infected with a good amount of cellulite. She was featured on My 600 Pound Life as one of the most painful and complicated medical cases in show's history. When Tracy started her weight loss journey, she was listed at 605 pounds, and 400 of those pounds was in her legs. Her husband Anthony would frequently have to lift them so she could get out of bed. Now, there's a horrible scene when she had to travel in the back of a vehicle for 20 hours to go to a location where she was hopeful to qualify for weight loss surgery. The clip showed Anthony lifting her legs into the SUV before the journey actually began, and Tracy also had remarkable determination on display. Now, after losing the weight and going through the surgery, her lymphedema had become pretty controllable, and since then, her relationship with her husband has actually gotten better. When Nicole Lewis appeared on My 600 Pound Life in season 5, she was only 23 years old. And even at the age of 23, she was already 684 pounds. Her obesity meant her mother had to help her raise the kids, and it made her situation at home more terrible than it had ever been, since her and her mother relationship was definitely far from good. Nicole has 2 kids with longtime partner Charlie, who was also big on eating a lot of food. The two would only go on dates if it was to the grocery store to grocery shop, but nowhere else. Now, the most shocking scene revolving Nicole was the one where she couldn't fit into her bathroom door, and that in turn forced her to have to take a bath on the back porch. But luckily, in an episode of My 600 Pound Life, Where Are They Now?, viewers were informed that Nicole has actually lost a lot of weight. She lost an impressive 326 pounds as of the show's airing, and she was also approved for her first skin removal surgery. Next on the list, we have a story of a lady who you guys might remember if you pay attention to My 600 Pound Life frequently, Lisa Fleming. Lisa appeared on the show on bed rest, listed at over 700 pounds, and one time needing 7 paramedics to help her out of the bed. Her relationship with Dr. Now was deemed as rocky and controversial, as on one instance she threatened to commit suicide when Dr. Now didn't take her complaint seriously and refused to follow her diet. But through it all, he helped her successfully lose about 200 pounds thanks to the weight loss surgery. But the other effects deemed her ill, and unfortunately her body wasn't able to recover when she passed away at the age of 50 years old. Lisa's weight problem started at a young age but got worse after her brother was murdered. She also had 4 pregnancies where she saw her weight climb after each pregnancy. And at one point her daughter ended up discovering that maggots were living under her skin. Consulting with Dr. Now made a difference, but she had a meltdown in an episode telling Dr. Now that she was tired and hungry and definitely had no interest in paramedics helping her out of the bed. Lisa actually ended up passing away August 23rd, 2018. And that's how we're going to wrap up today's content. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And we hope to see y'all in some future videos.